All right, here we are live. What time is it? It's like 11:23 East Coast time. Rather than just posting a video tonight, I'm like, you know what? We haven't done a live for a little while on YouTube. We do the Instagram lives every day, but not the YouTube lives. And let's see how many people are up right now. See what's going on. So, happy 5th of July, guys. Well, yeah, we're still a 5th right now. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Everything's kicking off out there. Had a safe holiday, which is important. See what's up, what's cracking. Let's see what's going on. Oh, my finger looks big as fuck over there. What's up, Matt? Danny, what's up, man? I love doing these live things. Best food with omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. Take a supplement. Don't leave it to the foods. Take a goddamn supplement. What's up, Kelly? Kyle? Kelly? Kelly. What's going on, Axel? What's up, man? Sid. Saeed? Sid. Well, I think that's Saeed, right? Saeed, what's happening, man? Nickname... Nakamura healer face. Nakamura, which one is that guy? Is that the dude with the hair? Is he the one who's going to like messing around with AJ Styles? Like they were having the feud? I haven't really been paying attention, to be honest with you. Ever since Sheamus left SmackDown or left Raw and went to SmackDown, I haven't even been watching, man. So, David, what's up, man? Tattoo, what's up, man? The guy feuding with AJ Styles. Yeah, I guess he's cool as a heel. I haven't seen him do face stuff, so I don't know. But he's alright as a heel. Steven, what's up, man? Like I said, once Sheamus got shipped over to SmackDown, I actually stopped watching Raw. The only one on Raw, actually, I would watch to see. Actually, I think is Orton on. I don't know if Orton's on there, but Orton and Roman Reigns are kind of two of my favorites to watch. So, beard dye. Yeah, no, this is actually not dye. This is what's left of black. Look, little strip in the front, my lip. This side. You know what's interesting is how, for some reason, the beard, like the gray, grows in evenly on most guys' beards, right? Sheamus has been in WWE for like 15 years now or something like that, man. Seth Rollins, love him. Love to watch him too. Actually, I was with Sheamus backstage one time, and Rollins walked up while we were there, and I was surprised as to how tall he actually is, because I'm like 5'8" 3/4. Rollins is probably about this tall. Frank, what's up, man? But yeah, so I'll watch Randy Orton, and I'll watch Roman Reigns. Like, you want to see the crowd be over with Roman Reigns. It's like you just want to. They're just not, Mountain Dog, MMA training, you do IG Live. I can't see that went by too fast. I'm sorry, man. Something about MMA training. Do you think Kai will ever win the Mr. O? No, I don't think he'll ever compete again. If he does, I think he's stupid, to be totally honest with you. Kai's got so much more going for him right now. He's making more money. Even though, obviously, he still takes drugs, that beating your body takes with the diuretics, honestly, really does, I feel, the most damage short-term than anything else. So, what's up, Mr. Small? Wide as fuck. Oh no, this is just it's a size extra large t-shirt. I usually wear 2XLs, this is a size XL. Latest Rami pick. I thought it was photoshopped at first, but obviously it's not. He's a fucking freak, man. Oh, I'm training. Oh, okay, cool, man. Cool, Mark. But I definitely, what's up, man? S'mores pancakes. You got them this week too, huh? Fucking awesome. I take the marshmallows that are in the container, I lay the pancakes down, right? I open them up, pour the syrup in, put the marshmallows, then put them in the microwave like that. So, voting for Mr. O. So I think it's going to be a vote as far as the people's champ, like the popularity vote. I don't think it's actually going to count towards the score. If it does, I think it's the worst thing that could possibly happen, because people don't know what they're looking at as far as criteria. They're going with their emotions and how they feel, which I don't feel like is the best thing for unqualified people. I mean, it's great to... Not the People's Champ, The Rock, but I mean, he's going to be there. Like, the People's Champ is going to be there. The Rock is going to be there again this year. But I don't think it's a good idea for them to actually have the score in the actual Mr. Olympia be judged by the fans. That's my personal opinion. It took me a long time of, judging shows over and over again, being told what to look for. And after 20-something years in the industry, I didn't even know what the judges were seeing, right? So the average person sitting out there who's just a Rami fan is not going to realize maybe Phil's more crisp. Maybe this person's better, so... Bad angles. Yeah, so the thing is, like, it's never in person. It's never, it's never as good on camera as it is in person. 12 surgeries, man. Attaboy, man. Just keep at it. 12 surgeries and you're still cranking along in the gym. Just keep at it, man. There's really, unless you can't move, look at Ronnie Coleman, right? I don't know if you guys have seen the new movie, The King. Check that movie out. I mean, it's inspirational. Love from Rhode Island. Ethan, I don't know where you're at in Rhode Island, but on July 19th, 20th, 21st, we leave the 22nd to come back home. We will be in Rhode Island. Aaron and I will be in Rhode Island. We do have iOS 3 shirts. None of them are really on the website right now. I think we still have some of the GIFD Golf India Foxtrot Delta left. The Coleman movie, watch it on Netflix. No, iTunes. Get an iTunes and shift it to your TV. Like send it, AirDrop it to your TV so you can watch it there on Apple TV. And unbelievable. I think it was. I think you have to buy it. I don't think you rent it. I think you have to buy it. But we will be in Rhode Island. We're gonna do something up at Sage Nutrition up in Massachusetts. I believe they're in Seekonk or Swansea. I gotta check exactly where they're at, but I believe they're in Swansea. Yeah, I'm super excited. I haven't been home since my dad passed away. I actually have been struggling quite a bit. To be totally honest with you guys and totally transparent, I've been struggling quite a bit with my dad's death. Like I haven't been back to Rhode Island since he passed away. And I'm actually very scared, nervous, anxious. I'm a lot of things about going back to, you know, to see my family and friends and not, you know, I don't know, it's hard to explain, I guess, and you'd have to be sitting from my perspective to understand, you know, my father was always there, you know, and when I go back home, he'd always be there. And we would talk about wrestling, you know, and we just kind of would catch up, and my father and I are a lot alike. And to go back home for the first time and him not be there, like last time I was in Rhode Island was for his funeral. So for me to go back without him being there, White Man's Rock, I appreciate it, man. Danny, I'm sorry to hear that, man. It sucks. I honestly, recently, man, I'm sorry, bro. I never knew my dad's death would affect me this way. I didn't. When I left Rhode Island, I left everything behind because I needed to get away from it just to make my life better, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like you could be at one end of the state and drive to the end of the state in 25 minutes, true. So I'll probably be like the Swansea, we're gonna train at Swansea Total Fitness. So like when I'm going out there, I might put stuff on Instagram about that we're going out there. Anybody that wants to come out and train, hang out, like this is really like about homecoming. It's about coming home. It's about just trying to get back to my roots and have a good time and reconnect with where I'm from and what I'm about and stuff like that. So Jeremy Buendia transformation. I haven't seen any transformation. As far as he looks now, he looks pretty good. But he was a beast before he tore his pec. So I don't know. And then, you know, like I haven't been paying attention too much. I saw some of him talking on Nick Trigili's podcast, which I thought was pretty good. But I haven't seen too much of a transformation out of him. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, so my ADD kicked in. So we're gonna be heading to Rhode Island and you know, training at the Swansea Total Fitness, doing the thing at the store. I'm gonna take Erin to see the beaches. She's been to Newport in the winter. We got messages coming in here, but she's never been to Newport during the summer to show her the beaches, to show her, you know, basically Dell's Lemonade and stuff like that she's never seen. So don't mind me. You look like The Rock. Listen, if you guys want to tell me I look like The Rock, I'm not gonna get mad. There's a lot worse people that you could look like than The Rock, you know. Contact me. biostraining@gmail.com. Wendy is saying bodybuilding. So here's the thing. I watched the thing that he said about bodybuilding, and I actually agreed with what he said because I got what he said. He wasn't saying bodybuilding is like the bodybuilding division. He meant bodybuilding. So like when even if I do a physique competition, as in physique, I say I'm doing like a bodybuilding competition. Like everything technically is building your body, whether it's bikini, whether smell Jerry's cooking, bikini, figure, bodybuilding, physique. It's all bodybuilding, right? It's all the same thing. You go through a diet, you go through the training, you put the tan on. It's basically all the same thing. Some people do flexing poses. The girls have to flex their backs till they touch their butts to their heads. I mean, trust me, it's all hard and they all compete. But the whole sport as a whole, all the physique sports were dying out. And it was fitness kind of disappeared. Women's bodybuilding disappeared. And then they kind of injected physique and bikini. And it all of a sudden, trust me, I'm a judge. I see what goes on. I am actually shocked at how much it's grown because of those two divisions. And now what's happening is the general public doesn't like the big, huge Ramis. I like Rami. I like looking at Nathan Diasha and, Ruli. I'm like, because that is my roots. Like I would love to have that amount of muscle in my frame at some point. But the average person doesn't. And if you want to make the sport grow and get out into the general public, you cannot have it as a cult sport. And I think that what Jeremy said was correct. I don't think that he was trying to be disrespectful, but Jeremy comes off as very arrogant sometimes. And I think that a lot of people took that as, but look at it like this. If we took physique, classic physique, bikini, and we'll even take figure out of there and left bodybuilding and women's bodybuilding and just left it alone, you would have attendance to those shows that were so low they wouldn't be able to put the shows on. Like I literally just judged a show a few weeks ago and we had maybe one or two bodybuilders in each class, maybe. You know, some of them we were combining the classes. So there was 3 bodybuilders on stage. It was lightweight, middleweight, and light heavies. Like that. It was the 3 classes. There was 1 in each class. Physique came on, 20 guys in the class. Bikini came on, 20 girls in the class. You know, figure came on, 2 or 3 girls in the class. So it's very clear, like, it's not arrogant, it's fact, saying that these other divisions are pretty much running the show. And it sucks because I really like bodybuilding. I want to see somebody take their physique to the top level and then push it beyond. I want to see somebody step on stage like Ramy, who's an absolute fucking freak, you know what I mean? Fix the camera angle, because I have stands now. So fixing the camera angle, I used to have, you guys are gonna laugh. You guys never saw this, and I wish I still had it so I could show you. It was a cat food container sitting on the desk, right? It was this plastic cat food container with an orange top, and my iPhone balanced on it, and I would put it on and push it. When I would push it, it would kind of shift, and when I sat down, I'd be like, fuck, I'd have to adjust the camera angle, which the first couple times, it actually had to adjust it. And then I just started doing it on my own. But now everything's kind of secure in this. I can do this and be like, fix that fucking camera angle. I guess it's the same thing, but you got to evolve a little bit, you know? So I like to just every once in a while throw the fix the fucking camera angle back in, like out of the blue, just kind of toss it in there and catch people off guard. Yeah, like the first couple times I really needed to fix it. And after that, it was just like, let me see if I could just put my hand up there, like fix that fucking camera angle. Yeah, make that shit square. You know, and people got it. They realized I was fucking around, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, so if you guys are in the New England area, like Massachusetts, around like Swansea, Somerset, anywhere in Rhode Island, and you guys want to hang out, just keep an eye on my social media because we're going to be up there. And I'm just super excited to get there. So, a pump on a keto diet. As long as your water is high, you should still get a pump, but it goes away quick. You know, but if you use different supplements that give you a pump, like pump enhancing supplements, you're going to get a pump on keto still because it works through the nitric oxide production and not necessarily glycogen. So you're still going to get a pump, but again, the pump goes away very quickly on keto. So, but I mean, you get in there and, you know, do what you can and get out. If you're on keto, you're probably not going to be getting the best pumps that stay at all. So, any interest in UFC? A little bit. Like I have friends that are, you know, involved, like Mike Dolce, that are involved in the UFC and stuff. Luis, what's up, man? American Fit Expo. Hey, what's going on, man? All good, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Justin Compton. I have no idea. I don't know the guy. I've met him like twice. I don't know much about him at all, to be honest with you. I don't know what's going on with him. But a lot of these guys are downsizing. Flex Lewis just announced he's not going to compete in the Olympia because he's more concerned about his family, etc. Well, here's the deal. You can read between the lines. He's not retiring, right? But saying you're worried about your family and your family's the most important doesn't mean you're going to go up a weight class and start more drugs. You know what I mean? Or spend more time in the gym so you can go to the higher weight class. To me, it sounds like he's getting ready to retire, and I think that pushing the limits for as long as he has, you know, he's lucky if he gets out of there with no issues. So, favorite wrestler from the Attitude Era? Austin. Had to be Austin, hands down. Oh, I could have watched every match of his in a row. Like, you could have put on 10 hours of Austin, I would have watched it straight through. I remember I didn't even watch wrestling. My ex-girlfriend, who actually I married, so my ex-wife at the time, well, Sheamus is Sheamus is a really good friend of mine. That's why I follow it. When he comes to town, we go to the shows and stuff, and he brings us backstage and shit like that. But yeah, my ex-girlfriend, I wasn't even watching wrestling at the time, and she was watching it with her family. She was like, "Oh, you gotta watch wrestling." I was like, "Fuck wrestling, that's stupid, right?" And then I watched an episode. I sat down with them on a Monday Night Raw, and it was like The Rock was in it, and Austin. I'm like, "Who the fuck are these guys?" And they're like, you know, Austin's flipping people off. He's doing the fucking thing. He's drinking fucking beers. You got The Rock fucking, The Rock says his eyebrows all doing fucking weird shit. And I'm like, holy fuck, what's going on here? Like, this is not what I remember, you know? DX was there. I was like, holy shit, you know? If Flex Lewis bumps up to the open class, is the dumbest shit he's ever done. He's never going to do well in that class. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He's going to hurt himself with the drugs. And he's already Mr. Olympia. You think he's going to beat fucking Phil Heath or Ramy or one of those guys? No fucking way. It's just a dumb idea, but I mean, people get it in their heads that they're better than they are, and Flex Lewis is amazing, but he's fit for that class. That's why they made the class, because there's people that couldn't compete in the open. For him to be like, oh, I'm going to go to the open, like, you know, what's his name? Seth Feroce did it. Not that these guys are the same caliber. Hidetani Yamagishi, there's no way. You know what I mean? There's just no way, so. Big Lenny for president? I don't fuck it. Why not? Why not? 20 reps. I did a 35 rep squat program, yes. I mean, here's the thing, Flex Lewis for that division, the way that his proportions are for his height, perfect. You put him in the open against somebody like Ramy or Ruli or fucking Sean Roden or Dexter or any of these guys, and they're gonna fucking hand his ass to him. And it's just all there is there. Plus, he's gonna try to get bigger, which is gonna lose some of his shape. And when these guys get bigger, we've seen when Coleman got bigger. We saw when Levrone got bigger. We saw when they get too big, they lose some of that muscularity. Well, the bigger guys aren't losing that yet. He's gonna lose if he tries to go up. So, Megan Hoffman dropped 55 pounds. Awesome. Should I start toning up now? Train with weights. Absolutely train with weights. Even if you should be training with weights all along. So I hate wrestlers. I don't hate wrestlers. Full range of motion versus constant tension. So here's the thing, like, people are going to argue either way, and of course you've seen me train, and I don't train with a full range of motion, right? I'm not a power lifter. And people are like, well, that's why you tear muscles. I know plenty of fucking power lifters that tore their pecs, and they do fucking full ranges of motion. Newsflash. But I absolutely feel that the constant tension gets faster gains. And, you know, people can bitch him all they want, but I have dozens, if not fucking, yeah, I got dozens of videos up here that show me changing my body a lot faster than a lot of these other guys who are saying that I'm doing it wrong, right? I'm not a power lifter, so I don't need to do 1 rep maxes. I don't need to do full ranges of motion. I don't need to do that shit. You know what I mean? If I didn't even need to bench press, there's a guy named Michael Anderson who's a physique pro now. He actually had his leg amputated because he's got a problem with the veins or something in his leg. He was doing like a little bit of cardio, like body weight exercises, and he was only eating vegetables. And he was winning pro shows. And people tell him, well, you're doing it all wrong. He was winning pro shows. He was one of the first physique guys. So if you're doing something that works for you, then I don't give a fuck what anybody else says. So All Day You May, All Day You May has other things besides branched chains in it. If you look at the formula now, I don't know what it had back then, but now it does have essential amino acids in it. So no more mistake on keto. Not enough protein. Sneaker talk. Here we go. The butters. We got the retail butters, which these things are absolutely not gonna be high value, but it is what it is. High reps, lower weight. That went away too fast. I couldn't see that one, man. Whatever works for you, David. If you're doing it and it works, fuck what everybody else says. Bulking legal pro hormones. Here's the deal. A pro hormone is no different than a steroid in the fact that if you stop taking it, you can't keep the gains. Don't listen to all these fucking ring-ding wingnuts online talking about, whoa, I took pro hormones and I kept it all. They're lying. They're still taking something, or they're on gear instead of it. A lot of these guys that take steroids claim they came off and kept the gains. Bull fucking shit, okay? Because if that was the fucking case, all these top bodybuilders would do 1 fucking cycle and never have to do it again. They'd be like Ronnie Coleman in 1 cycle, right? That's not what happens. You have to keep taking more and more and more and building up a bigger body, bigger body. And then what happens, you have to take more to maintain it. Train more, eat more, take more drugs. Well, if you don't train, you don't eat, you don't take the drugs, the body goes away. These guys talking about, why, just train hard still. Listen, I don't give a fuck who you are. You did a blasting test, you stop taking the test, you're not gonna be able to use the same weights. You don't maintain your strength. Can't maintain the strength, you're not maintaining the fucking muscle mass. It's that simple, period. All these guys, I mean, Dorian Yates, who's one of the biggest, most massive, hardest motherfuckers in the planet, says flat out, you stop taking those drugs, it fucking goes away. Plain and simple. Oh, Booth Talk, what's up, man? 5 years ago, what's your name? I mean, unless you don't want to say your name. Booth Talk is not identifying you, so. Ani, yeah, I was with Ani today. She was training. She was doing abs today, of course. Would I still inject? Yes, absolutely. Sneakerhead, do I collect Pokemon cards? No Pokemon cards. I collect sneakers, that's my thing. Yeah, these motherfuckers, so they go like off of steroids or off of the fucking pro hormones, and they take like HCG and Novadex, right? Or they take like Arimidex and Novadex. They buy other things on those fucking sites and take those. It's like you're on a different cycle, you know? Asa Akira or Belladonna. Fuck are that? Figure chicks? Fucking bikini chicks? Oh wait, Asa Akira. Why does that name sound so familiar? Thoughts on competing again? At this point, with the torn pec, I would say probably not, you know? HEG on cycle. I think it's the best thing that you should do. I didn't do it back in the day. I wish I did. We don't raise the bar. We are the bar. It took me a while to figure out what that meant. Like, that is a bar. Achilles tendon rupture? No, I've never had Achilles rupture. For Saturday, do you go for me not? What the fuck was that? Do you think I'll get 10? I don't know if Phil Heath will get 10. He'll definitely get 8, I think. And I could see him doing 9. I don't know if his body could hold out because he's injury free. So I mean, how many hours do I sleep? Maybe 3, maybe 4 tops. You know, it depends. Like when I was younger, I'd sleep like 10 hours because I thought that's what I needed. But now I sleep maybe if I get 5 hours of sleep now, it's a good time. Like I get 5 hours sleep, but 3 hours, 4 hours, something like that. Expos, I get about 2.5 hours roughly per night. SARMs, fucking, I've discussed SARMs over and over again. I don't really feel like going back into it, but SARMs are legal, and most of the shit you're getting is not real SARMs. Anything that causes the side effects these people are getting is not SARMs. SARMs are side effect free, so. Back in getting off, falling off the wagon, life wave. Oh, 3 Gs, what the heck is up? Why, I don't need more than 3. I mean, I can get by on 3. All these people think they need it. Here's the deal. I am the last one that any of you would think would be successful in anything, right? Voted least likely to succeed in high school, failed wood shop, failed gym, failed all my classes, barely fucking graduated high school, went to art school, left art school to become a bodybuilder, became a bouncer, you know, got addicted to drugs, was addicted to heroin, you know, was broke as fuck about 5 or 6 years ago because I was sleeping 10 hours a day. I was listening to everybody else, everything everybody else said. And then in 2012, I read the book, The Rock Says. And at the same time, I heard a quote he said that said, I worked hard every day in my 30s so I can sit back when I'm 40 and smile, right? And I was like, fuck, I'm turning 40 in a couple of years. I better fucking move it along or I'm gonna be screwed. And I literally said, I'm not sleeping 10 hours a night anymore. When I come home from work, which was my training job, I was training people in the gym. I came home from work, and what I did was I would go right on the computer at 8 o'clock when my girlfriend Carrie went to bed, and I would start learning how to make these videos, how to edit them, downloading software, practicing. And I would work till about 2 o'clock in the morning. And what I did was I started pushing my training, my personal training. That blew up worldwide. Now I had clients that I'm training that are overseas that are up when people are sleeping here. So I'm like, I'm gonna be up so I can interact with them. And then what I was doing was filming videos. Like right now, it's 11:30. A lot of people would be in bed already, right? Not me. I'm gonna film videos. I'm still fucking editing shit right now. I gotta pack stuff in the garage to make sure that the GIT shit gets out. Like those hours that I was sleeping, I made productive. And you know what? Arnold Schwarzenegger did it. The Rock does it. All successful people do it. So if you're sitting there and you're not successful, you know what? You're wasting a lot of fucking time. I don't watch TV, barely. I don't fucking play video games. I don't fuck around. I use all my time efficiently. So thing is, you know, it's not, and Gary Vee will be the first one to tell you, work between 9 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning if you have a full-time job. You have no fucking excuse. That time, everything is quiet, your house is quiet, fucking, that's when you do some fucking work. And that's how you're gonna get ahead. You know, or you're gonna not get ahead and you're gonna sit there and complain and fucking piss and moan about, you know, oh, I don't have any money, I'm not getting any further in my life, I don't like the situations I'm in. Fuck, you can change all that, you know what I mean, in that amount of time. You know, it took me a couple of years, but that grind, like the more I put into it, the more I grind, the more I stayed up, the more I fucking pushed. And like, I tell you what, like I have energy, I don't get sick, like my health is fucking fine, my blood work's fine, I'm not sick. I'm not doing poorly because I'm not sleeping fucking 8 hours a night. Ronnie Coleman won fucking 3 Mr. Olympias, it was a 4, sleeping 3 hours a night. And people like, they forget that. They go, oh, I need to grow. Ronnie Coleman's big as fuck, right? Not everybody can sleep 10 hours a night, but if you're not where you want to be in your life, you better fucking pull your head out of your ass and start making some changes because life goes by like that. You know, just like fucking, you can wake up tomorrow and it's your last day. Like, I don't want to fucking do that. Like, I want to make sure that fucking I do a lot more in my life before I'm fucking done, you know? I appreciate that, Nick. Thanks, man. Thing is, why not be genuine, right? Why be fake? What's the fucking point? Why lie? Why be fake? Lies come out, right? You always get caught in lies and you make up another lie to fucking counter that lie, right? This is like 7 years that you guys have been seeing me on social media. You've never heard of once of me fucking telling a lie, fucking someone over. You've heard me have differences with clients. That's happened. But that happens with every fucking trainer. You know, like difference of personalities with the trainer is not the same thing as fucking someone over or lying, right? By now, you know, look at the shit that's going on fucking in the fitness industry. You find out this person lied, this person's really racist behind closed doors. Where's that shit about me? None. You know what I mean? Just be yourself, you know? Later, man. Fuck no. I mean, it doesn't affect you. I mean, here's the thing. Your body adapts, right? So if you get used to sleeping 3 hours a night, that's all you need. Your body drops into a deeper sleep faster, and you can actually use those sleep to track sleep things, whatever, on your phone. You can actually track it, you know? Austin, what's up, man? How are you, man? Awesome, man. Thank you for watching, man. Like, you just don't need to sleep 8 hours a night. I think it's a whole bunch of fucking bullshit, to be totally honest with you. Matter of fact, I've gotten further in my life by not sleeping as much. So, shit's going by fast. 4 to 6 hours. I mean, if I get 6 hours, so it's weird. If I sleep 3 hours, I'm good. If I sleep 4 hours, I'm good. 5 hours, I'm weird. Like, I feel like shit. 6 hours I feel like shit. 7 hours I'm okay. It's like weird because there's certain hours that I don't feel good, certain hours I do. So sweets, I don't really eat sweets. I have those desserts with Aaron when we go out to eat. That's it. So, well, here's the thing, Danny. What do you love besides the gym, right? So one of the things that I love besides the gym is sneakers, right? I love these are the Yeezys, right? So if you go to jkickzv2.com, that's my other website. It's a sneaker website. So I put time into that too. So not just doing, you know, the fitness thing, I do the sneaker thing also. You know, I like to go to the movies, shit like that. Like I focus on making myself better in general. You know, I do a lot of self-help stuff too, you know. I had 2 sneaker channels that were shut down by YouTube. They deleted both of them. One of them because I was comparing fakes to reals, which I get that one. The second one, I had samples, legit samples that Adidas never dropped and they never were gonna drop that I paid a fuck ton for. And I had a pair of pants that they were never gonna drop. I was getting some really cool shit and putting them on there. You know, like 3 months, I had like 5,000 followers and I was getting 40,000 views a video. It wasn't going it was going pretty good. It wasn't going very bad. And next thing you know, the whole channel was deleted and they would not fucking tell me why. They're like, you put counterfeit shit in your channel again. I'm like, no, I didn't. And I tried to fight with YouTube and they basically just told me to get fucked. I mean, they literally, I spent money making the before and after things, the 2 little video intros. Those were like $500. You know what I mean? One pair of pants that I put in that video, one pair of pants was $700 to put in that video. But I knew if I put it in there and tagged on it, it would drive traffic to it. So they didn't give a fuck that I spent about $6,000 to $7,000 on this in a couple months. They didn't give a shit. They just deleted the channel. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make my own fucking website and they can get fucked. So that's where I'm at now. 5 hours of sleep is fine. I mean, when I was younger, I would sleep like fucking 12 hours because I thought that's what I had to do. But I do like Kanye music. I don't like a lot of his older stuff. His new shit, his new shit is enlightened. Like you have to be, so here's the thing, guys. I don't know what you guys realize of me lately within the last couple of years, but I'm on a different path than I was years ago. I'm not the same guy, right? I look at things differently. I have a more higher belief in a spiritual power than I did when I was younger. And Kanye also has gone through that, which makes him different. Now he says things sometimes that fucking don't make sense because he's bipolar, but I've lived with a girl that was bipolar before. You know, I have family members that have issues, depression, anxiety. So I don't hold shit that people say against them usually, especially if they, you know, say something so outlandish, you're like, what the fuck? But the music and the lyrics, I understand. I don't think if you're not to the road, even my tattoos have changed, right? These are enlightened tattoos. But if you're not at that point where you can understand that enlightenment, the lyrics go right over your head. When I heard him, like when his new song, he said, I died and lived again on DMT, ha. He's actually taking the drug DMT, which unlocks you spiritually, you know, so. Pencil Neck checking in. What's up, Pencil Neck? Yo from Venice, California. What's up, Justin? Thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate that, man. Hashtag truth. I like that one. Maybe we make a fucking t-shirt out of that shit. Shit, we're on 27 minutes already? People are not even going to watch this thing. It's so long. But fuck it. This would just be for us then. Fuck it. Who cares? So yeah, definitely like Kanye's music now. The old shit when he's talking about fucking banging hoes and shit, I'm like, I think it's stupid, so. Dislocated shoulder, I don't know, because I've never dislocated my shoulder. Long ester growth, because there can't be a long ester growth. It has to literally pass through the liver and make IGF, and it has to be fast acting. Koth McCarthy, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. The Gain Goblin, what the fuck? Are you talking about Jason's mother? Haven't seen anything about her in a while. Jane the Game Goblin. You guys fucked. I feel bad for Jane. You know, she's a mom trying to protect her young, well, he's not that young anymore, but, you know, she's trying to do her best, so. So, it's kind of hard to explain, but there was a book I was given many years ago by one of my closest friends, Christina, called The Way of the Peaceful Warrior by Dan Millman. And it talks about the basic self, conscious self, and higher self, which are 3 things that are very in the spiritual realm. And your basic self is what you're born into. It's like the child in you. It's like when you're immature. And then you graduate from that type of thinking and mentality to the conscious self, where you start making decisions consciously, which is kind of where I'm at now. Right? Before you speak, you kind of stop and you think. Before, I would just fire my mouth off. That's the basic self. The idea is you want to get as close to the higher self where you're just completely acting and thinking out of love. And I don't mean love like you love your wife. Love as in like doing the right thing and trying to do good things for other people just because it's the right thing to do. So the idea is you basically elevate. And as you get towards that higher self is enlightenment. And that is the ultimate goal, is to continuously work on trying to elevate yourself and ascend to your higher self, so that every action that you do is just pure and out of love, and there's no expecting anything back, and there's nothing, you know, like that you're trying to be an asshole, you're trying to get back at someone, which is the whole thing that happened with those guys that were trying to get me to debate them and the fight with Casey. Those guys, I don't like saying the names, I give them no promotion whatsoever, but by not firing back and arguing with them was me trying to consciously say, look, here's the deal. You took DMT, your neck grew. What? Anyways, not told like, but it's, yeah, it's like my new way of thinking, like put positive out, positive comes back. Those guys are doing a lot of negative stuff and it's destroyed what's going on in their lives right now. That's not what I want, you know what I mean? So I have a fuck ton of watches that I don't wear. I have Gucci, I have a fucking Movado, it's like 10 grand. I got the Burberry that Aaron bought for me. I have a couple Gucci's, some really fucking expensive watches. I don't wear them because I wear my Apple Watch. I like the Apple Watch too much. Even MDMT movement watches, I was sponsored by them and I was wearing their watches and I was like, I don't want to wear them anymore because I want to wear my Apple Watch. So DMT is a drug. It's like ayahuasca, and it basically unlocks your brain, and it actually is supposed to move you to a spiritual realm, like the Native Americans used to use peyote to get there. So DMT is kind of like that, but everybody I know that's actually done it, hands down, says it's changed their life for the better. They don't look at anything the same. Like Dorian Yates has done it, it's what changed him. Joe Rogan has done it several times. It's something that I, you know, even though I have addiction problems, it's something that I absolutely would try, hands down, if the opportunity came up. You do it with a shaman, and it's actually the ayahuasca, so it's like a root, it's an herb that you drink, and then, so the thing is, you do it once and you get a glimpse of what's actually out there in the universe, supposedly. And your brain really can't handle it, so you only remember pieces. So when you come back from it, the trip or whatever it is, you don't really, you remember pieces of it. That's what makes you not the same anymore. So you realize there's more than just you. There's a lot of universe out there, right? And people do it multiple times. But if you're wrestling with a problem, this is the biggest thing. Let's say for me, I have taken DMT, 10 minutes. So again, that's the DMT's, the ayahuasca is longer, but for me, having a hard time dealing with the death of my dad, this could actually unlock that and get me through it. Now, there's also a possibility it could go into where my addiction was and unlock the reasons why I was addicted. So you can't choose what it unlocks, you know? Doesn't blind people debunk? No, there's not a single person that I know that's used it that says it doesn't work. It's fucking legit. Trust me, it's legit as fuck. I actually know this one girl, I was with her in Orlando, and she's a good friend of mine. And I heard her talking about ayahuasca, and I said something to her, and she was wearing the ayahuasca thing on her neck. She had a piece of ayahuasca on her neck, so. The more you unlock, I don't know how it works totally, but I know you do it with a shaman, it's under very controlled circumstances, so. Yeah, apparently it's the same substance. The DMT works quicker and gets out of your system, but the ayahuasca is supposed to take longer, or it gives you a broader view of what's going on. So you can't buy it. That's the thing, is they say you don't find ayahuasca, it finds you. The shaman, I think, because Dorian Yates was talking about going down there, and he was like, hey, do you want to come down with us to Peru, I think it was. And I was like, fuck Peru. I told Aaron, I said, if he wants me to go to Peru to do ayahuasca, I'm fucking going, you know? I don't know what the fuck that shit is you just talked. I have no idea. I'm not an expert in this shit, guys. South Florida, any advice near the fitness environments? I have no idea about South Florida, bro. I have no, or Skylar, you might be a girl. I have no idea, I'm sorry. Actually lets you trip Google Changa? Changa, huh? See, I'm not looking for a trip. I don't want to get high, I don't want to trip. If the ayahuasca helps you deal with problems and unlocks your brain, that's what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? And I don't want to do it on my own. I don't want to sit in my house and do it. I want to go where there's a shaman or an expert that walks you through it, takes care of you. You're under care of someone that knows what the fuck they're doing. Like, I don't want to be sitting at home fucking tripping my balls off. It's just not for me, you know? Meanwhile, we're going to have that fucking Yahoo with the weaponsmithing 5+ fucking hat making videos tomorrow about me, how I'm back on fucking drugs. And you know what? Yes, I'll take fucking DMT and ayahuasca under fucking supervision. So anybody that has a problem with it, fucking suck a dick. That's so spiritual of me, right? I appreciate it, Tesca. No buck for this shirt. This is a one-of-a-kind prototype. Let me see if you guys can see the back. If you guys can see the back. It was a one-of-a-kind shirt that was made specifically for to match the butters when I wear the butters. So my clothing, here's the thing, I used to wear a lot of the Kanye stuff. I used to wear a lot of stuff from other companies, and I was like, look, if you have your own clothing company, which GIFD Worldwide is my own clothing company, GIFD Labs is a supplement company. Now, why am I gonna wear anything? I learned this from Rich Piana, besides your own shit. So I started designing my own shit instead of wearing, other people's shit, and that's kind of where I'm at now. Like pretty much all I wear is my own shit. I have some joggers coming out, I have some tanks coming out. We have some cool shit, so. All right, guys, this thing's 35 minutes long. We gotta bounce the fuck out of here. We got trolls popping in. YouTube's the worst for trolls. Like fucking half the people are trolls. 85% of the fucking people on here are trolls. All you do is talk shit and make fun of people. Christian, awesome, man. Dyslexia, I have dyslexia too, you know that, man. Personal trainers, how to do online coaching. Well, here's the thing. We're running out of time here, it's getting late. Like, being an online coach is not something you can teach someone how to do. Nobody taught me. I figured it out. You know what I mean? Do I wear J's? I have a bunch of J's. I don't wear them anymore. The Boost and the Adidas is just too comfortable. So you have to figure out how to. Skylar. Skylar, are you a woman or a man? Skylar's a woman's name sometimes, but it might be a guy. I don't know. How to start the means. How to start the means. Keyboard warriors. So basically, if you're going to start an online thing, you have to have systems in place. I had to figure out how I was going to build the programs, how I was going to interact with the clients, etc. But if you want an online training presence, you need to have a presence online, period, not just training. So I did not want to do online stuff at all. I didn't want to do social media. My ex-girlfriend Carrie kind of forced me into it. She's like, this is the way of the future, you have to do this. And I was like, no, I don't want to do it. I feel like I'm showing off, blah, blah, blah. So eventually I started doing the YouTube thing. And once my following started growing on YouTube, that's when the training started growing online. Like, it's very hard to just say, I'm an online trainer, here I go. You need to have a strong social media. You need to be out there. You need to produce results. Like I did results with myself. I had my clients. I was posting stuff up all over, and I was doing like, 3 videos a day on YouTube. I was doing like 5 posts on Instagram a day, multiple posts on Facebook a day. And I was putting up content everywhere because I wanted people, by the time they were done Googling my name or my company, all that pops up is my shit. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even realize until my tattoo artist, somebody walked in there and said, hey, I met a guy at the gym. You did his work. He's got a lot of Polynesian. He goes, Jerry? And he goes, I don't know. He goes, hang on a second. And he goes, fucking, blah, 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 blah. And he Googles it and he goes, holy fuck. And he shows the guy. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, that's him. So then, Carly, my tattoo guy, says, hey, man, have you Googled yourself lately? I say, no, I haven't Googled myself at all. I don't fucking know. He goes, Google your name and see what happens. And poof, I was like, holy shit. I was like, it doesn't take about 2 seconds to find out who the fuck I am with everything about me. Like, all these videos are on there, all the fucking social media, stuff that I did interviews for other people, podcasts I did with other people, everything got shoved into that search engine. So that's how things grew, but it was me putting out content constantly. Like, we're watching this now. It's been 6 years, 7 years that I've been doing a video a day. Some days there's up to 3 videos every day. How many YouTubers are doing that besides that one nutcase with the hat of weaponsmithing? But his videos suck, they're terrible. So, but the bottom line is it was constant content, nonstop, work. And that's what, dude, all right, cool, Skylar. So I didn't mean to insult you, man. I was just curious because there's a girl that lives around here. Her name is Skylar. So yeah, content, build up your social media and then fucking crush it, What's going on, sheepdog? I think we'll shut this off at like, another couple seconds, man. It's going crazy. Brazil, what's up? Later, Caleb. Later, guys.